Trump is trying to stop American citizens from voting. Why? Because he knows his agenda is unpopular and that Republicans can't win based on what he's doing. So he wants to rig the election by picking his own voters. And that is what the SAVE Act is all about. Don't let Trump and the Republicans in Congress fool you. They'll say things like, hey, you have to show an ID to vote. You should have to show an ID to vote, just like you have to do to buy a beer. So, yeah, you can use a passport if you have one, but remember, fewer than half of all Americans have a passport, and it costs $165 to get one, and it takes a month or two if everything is working on time. No passport and no birth certificate that matches your driver's license. Well, Trump and the Republicans say you're just out of luck.
We are watching the Democrats come full display of their loyalty to illegal aliens that are in this country. I mean, they are on it. Give them a choice between protecting the rule of law and protecting U.S. citizens. They're going to choose somebody illegally in the country every single time. That is really a disappointment. You know, Mr. President, we have said, let's make it easier to vote and harder to cheat so that we protect the integrity of this system, so that we eliminate fraud, and so we preserve confidence in our election results. Well, it is just nonsensical that our colleagues across the aisle oppose this. Can you imagine that? 83% of the American people say, you're right, let's show an ID, let's be a citizen if we're going to vote. But no, our Democrat colleagues oppose it. They want to make it easier for non-citizens to cast ballots. In fact, 14 states in this country, and by the way, these are overwhelmingly blue states. 14 states do not require any documentation whatsoever to go cast your vote. Can you imagine that? You just walk up, claim to be somebody, and you vote. It is common sense that everyone should show a photo ID when they go to the ballot box to cast that vote. Indeed, they should be a citizen and prove they're a citizen if they're going to register to vote, thereby protecting one person, one vote, protecting the integrity of our election system. This is a way that we help ensure that we preserve this system. You know, in Tennessee, where I reside, my state, my wonderful state, is ranked number one when it comes to election integrity. We make certain that our voter rolls are cleaned up. We make certain that voter ID is enforced. We have accurate registration lists and verification of citizenship. All common sense. If you're going to cast a ballot in our elections, be a citizen. Let's prove that you are the person showing up to cast that vote, and be respectful of the situation. You know, I think that you look at these issues and you realize that our friends across the aisle, Mr. President, they might have been picking the wrong fight. People want DHS funded. They want the Save America Act passed. They want the integrity of our elections to be protected.